Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the truck series here at Gateway. I really like this track. It's a lot of fun. Every time it comes here, I like to run them, or anything comes here, really. But we're car number 3 out of 19 cars. Pretty big field here today. I know the 8 car is super fast. He ran like a 33.9 in my last practice. I was actually able to run a 34.0 once, which was like an outlier lap for me, I feel like. I got into the ones again once, but I know I could run a 2 or a 3. I don't feel like super fast, but I don't feel very slow. So it's going to be an interesting race. Hopefully we can run a good qualifying time and be somewhat towards the front. But this track's a lot of fun to me. Like, it's pretty flat for the most part. And in turn 1 and 2, you want to shift, which makes it pretty interesting. Because shifting is very weird on an oval to me. But that's the fastest way around this track. You can shift in 3 and 4, it's just not as fast to me. Some people do it, some people don't. And also in turn 1 and 2, I like to go like that second lane. Don't get on the gas too hard, but try to get some speed, because the car will whip around on you on cold tires. Definitely will get a little loose getting on the gas in 3rd gear. Try to get on the brakes a little bit. I hit the apron, which will really hurt my speed. Kind of am hoping to get a better second lap at this point. That was a bad 3 and 4 in my opinion. We'll see how we do. We ran a 1. I'm not mad about that. I'm okay with that. Because not a lot of people are able to run into the 1s and stuff, so I'm actually not disappointed with that lap. Because I was hoping to get into the 1s, because I know 0s are super hard. I've only gotten to that 1s. Went a little far outside there, but didn't hit the curb. Able to keep some speed. If you get too far on the curb down there, it'll start to spin you out, or if you're on the gas too much and turning at the same time, coming off of 4, it'll start to spin you out. Second lap, any quicker? Oh, I got into the 0s. I will take it. I'm surprised the 8 car didn't run into the 0s, because he was very fast. I know the 8 car, and I think the 6 as well, ran the 6 car ran the 0s too in my last practice. He was like right with me on time. I'm super surprised by that lap. I was fine with my 170. Did not think that second lap was going to be much faster, if at all. I thought it was going to be like slower than the 108 for sure. But so far we got the pole. I'm super excited about that. This track's a lot of fun to me, but it's going to be very tough, and 40 laps is a long time. I think we have 1 set of tires with this truck race. And tire fall off is a lot, so the tires fall off a ton. Like after 10 laps, you're like a second slower. So far we got the pole. A lot of people left to qualify, so I'll pick it up when we're getting ready to go green. All right, we fell down to 3rd, which is okay. The number 1 and number 2 car got 1st, 2nd, which is kind of funny because 1, 2, 3, 4th. 4 car is in 5th, but I much rather would have been 3rd than 2nd, because being on the outside lane would not have been very good for me. I think. I'm surprised the 6 car didn't qualify, because he was pretty quick in practice. And he's starting way back in like 14th, so it'll be interesting to see how far he gets up. There are a lot of people at this track. There's a lot of grandstand down the front stretch. There's even some in turn 1 and 2 you could see, like the grandstands. I don't have the render distance for like fans turn super high, because it starts lagging things sometimes. So you can see some over there, but they really render when you get closer at least. But this is a very interesting track. I like it a lot. If you guys enjoy this kind of racing, like and subscribe. That way I know you guys enjoy watching this kind of racing as well. Hopefully we can put on a pretty good race here. Being towards the front, I'll be happy with a top 5 here. Because this track is very challenging in many ways. Just because turn 1 and 2 is so tight. Oh, we have 2 tires. Okay, I thought we had 1 set. I haven't ran the truck series in like a month or so. I thought we only had 1. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier for pit strategy. Like, there's not much strategy. You just pit. Because if you had 1 and there was like a 10-lap run, you could gamble that there wouldn't be another caution and take your tires and maybe win the race from that. And stay, if it was only 10 laps, you thought there'd be another caution, stay out. Stuff like that. I was kind of hoping there was 1 set. What am I thinking as 1 set then? I can't think off the top of my head what has 1 set. Maybe the modifieds? But those tires don't really wear out too much. Like the... What is it? Not the SK, it's the Touring modifieds. But yeah, I'm slowly trying to make paint schemes for the cars I run. I haven't made one for this yet. I made one for my ARCA car, which I'm actually not end up running this week because Langley is something else. But the late models are at 5 flags, which I'd rather run. So I'll be running that later this week. So I'm gonna slowly make paint schemes for my cars. Hopefully they don't look awful. If they do, that's okay. I made them. But as for now, I'm still running the trade and paint schemes on most of my cars. Like this one is a Ross Chastain watermelon scheme. Had a pretty decent start. I'm gonna let the second place car go. I don't really want to be too wide going into that corner. On the first lap, no reason to push it. 40 laps is a long time. This outside lane is definitely quicker. Don't know why exactly, but it is. Try not to push my tires. Somebody's already wrecking off a 2, which I figured would have happened. People wreck a lot off a 2 on cold tires. I saw a white car spinning out behind us. Once you get like 3 laps or so on these tires, like you really start to get a little bit more grip, and then the tires start to fall off real quick after that. Like lap 7 or 8, the tires really start to fall off. So I try not to push it too hard like I did in qualifying on the first couple laps. But we do have a couple laps of pacing here, which are really boring. So I'm going to skip ahead to when we're on 1 to green. We're still in 3rd. I'm just going to take it easy the first couple laps on tires and then try to work our way through there. And hopefully we can have a pretty good race. So I'll bring you guys back when we're getting ready to go green again.
Alright everybody, let's get ready to go racing here. Go up there and have some fun.
Alright, we're on 1 to green now. You can see how long these pace laps take in the bottom right. Minute 22 for that last lap. Pace laps are just boring. And like I was saying about making my paint schemes, if you guys want to see my paint schemes, like before I end up running them, I put them up on Discord anyway. If you guys want to join that, talk to me or anybody else in there. Because I made it the other day, I think it was like Monday or something like that. I made the ARCA scheme. It looks alright, I like it. It's like white, black, and blue. Looks pretty good to me. I like the color scheme on it. I was going to go with red, but the ARCA car has the license on the back of the car, which for me it's blue because I'm always in A-class. I've been in A-class forever on here. So I figure I might as well match it up to that for the most part and not make the blue just look weird on there. But hopefully we can have another pretty good restart here, being behind the leader. 2 car got caught slacking a little bit on that last one. He had a better restart this time. 8 car's gonna try to dive in on me in the corner number 1 already, which is fine, I guess. I know he's faster right now. I'm not trying to push the car at all. I don't want to push too early and burn up the tires if we get a long run. Do not hit that wall right there. That would really suck. Try to get into the gas slowly in 3 and 4. Try to keep your speed up. Somebody was smoking off a 4 or something on the restart. I don't know what the hell happened. There was smoke there for a second. Try not to push up too hard through 1 and 2. Sometimes when I go in too hard, it like goes all the way out to the wall. And that just kills so much time. But they're kind of staying a little further out and getting a better run off the corner, which I need to work on, I guess. My goal is to have decent pace. Try to keep the tires under me. And probably get a top 5. There was still smoke there off of 4. It seems like there was like smoke glitched into the wall off of 4 or something. Something weird. Okay, so they go like out here and then try to get like a better run off. Getting loose there. Got on the gas too hard and turned too much. Because there is a decent amount of banking in 1 and 2. Easy to spin the car out if you get on the gas a little too hard in 3rd gear. 3 and 4 is more flat. Still a little bit of banking, but more flat because the bottom's just the fastest way around. Easy to come out and smack that wall before. Did that a few times in practice. Very easy to do that because you try to straighten out the car early. I basically like use the lights going into the corners as my braking point. Like once the tires start to get a little worn out, like they're already a couple laps worn now, a few laps worn I should say, and I just start getting off the gas a little earlier. 3 and 4 has that line also, which I kind of use. It's right in line with the light. But 1 and 2 doesn't have a line on the ground. It just has light, so I kind of just use that. Yeah, there's still smoke off of 4, which is weird. It's like glitched into the pit wall. Never seen that happen here. But the setting for this race is so nice. Sunset. It's going to go into the nighttime probably, if it goes long enough. My practice was straight in the nighttime, which is a lot of fun. I like racing at night a lot more than during the day. Just the aesthetic of it is so much nicer to me, and I like the night. I don't like the daytime as much. My initials maybe AM, but I definitely don't like the morning. I hate the mornings. I'd much rather be up at night. I wake up when it gets dark. But I seem to be running pretty decent right now. I'm happy with that. Sticking with these 3 at least for the most part. They're not getting too far off from me. They're definitely a little bit better than me through 1 and 2. But they go kind of higher in 3 and 4, which really confuses me. I try to stay like right along the white line for the most part. As that time I didn't. I was a little too high. I try to stay right along this white line for the most part. Definitely lost a lot of time there in 3 and 4. I messed up too much. But they go a little bit higher, like half a car length, if not less. Tapped the wall there, kind of messed up my entrance a little bit, but it's alright. We're fine. Yeah, I think the second lane in 1 and 2 is definitely faster. When you go all the way down to the bottom in 1 and 2, it's just like banked so much down there, and you can't get too turned. And then you get looser down there as well. So that second lane really works better in 1 and 2 to me. That's why I like this track a lot. Like it has its characteristics, which makes it a lot of fun. I cannot fucking speak. Like down there is a little flat, but it has that transition coming up because everywhere else is banked above it. So it's really a weird combination. But we seem to be running okay. I'm happy with this. Not too far off the leaders. They're still within eyesight, at least. They're not too far off. The leader is like as far back as the guy from me is, so I don't feel that bad. I'm doing all right. Sticking right at like half a second with 3rd place. I don't know if I've ever won at this track, to be honest. As much as I've raced this track, I like this track with like everything that comes here. I wish NASCAR would come here. Just because I like, the track's really interesting to me. I love that the Truck Series comes here, and I don't think they're running here this week, are they? Is Gateway the first race of their playoffs? I'm not sure. I know the last race they did was the end of the regular season, but I don't know if this week is like the beginning of their playoffs or not at Gateway, because iRacing likes to follow the schedule if they have one that week. If not, they throw it on a random track. But I'm not sure if they've already ran Gateway this year, or if this is like the first race of their postseason. I'm not 100% sure. I think they would start the postseason the same week as NASCAR, so probably not. They might not just be running the next 2 weeks still. Because what was it? The road course. That was a couple weeks ago. Fuck, what was it? Because there was Indy this week. What the hell was last week? I cannot think for the life of me. What was the road course last week that they ran? I honestly cannot think. Oh, Watkins Glen, I think. I'm just stupid. I could not think for the life of me where they ran. I just remember them saying, like, it was the season finale for them. Like, the regular season finale, I should say. 5 car got by the 4 behind me. I saw him, like, diving it in. I know the 4 car was the one that was behind me. Car is definitely getting really tight. We're, like, a second slower than we were in qualifying already. If a caution were to come out now, everybody would pit. I kind of hope this goes green to the end. That'd be very interesting. We have plenty of fuel, so don't have to worry about that. It'd just be cool to see who saved their tires the best through the whole race. Which I don't think it's that difficult to save your tires here. Like, everybody's doing the same thing, downshifting. You just have to try not to get loose at all. That's about it. Don't push your car too hard. 8 car kind of went up the track there. I think he pushed 3 too hard. But he seems to be getting some good runs. Like, they're starting to pull away from me a little bit. I can't keep the pace they are. But yeah, I don't know what car I'm gonna start working on painting next. Since I did my ARCA car, I might jump to a dirt car next. I don't know. My late models already have a paint scheme on them from a long time ago when I like streamed on Twitch some. One person made me a scheme for the late models, and I just changed the Twitch logo to a YouTube logo on there a long time ago when I started racing on here. So I like that paint scheme a lot. The red, white, and black that I have on my late models, I like that scheme a ton. But I don't know what car I'll do next. Maybe the sprint cars, because all three of them you can just do it once. Be nice and easy. But I don't know what colors I should go with. I wish I could keep the scheme I have on there now, which is like a Gordon scheme with the flames, and just change the sponsorship on it to like the things I want on there. Oh, why did I downshift in 3 and 4? I'm stupid. I'm sitting here like thinking about painting a sprint car, and I'm just not thinking about driving at all. I'm like on autopilot now at this point. 5 car is definitely catching me from behind. He seems to be a little bit faster than me, pace-wise. Like, it may not even be due to, like, the tires. But the tires feel really fine at this point. Like, they don't feel like they're dragging along or hurting me at all. I'm just not... I don't got the pace, and I dove in a little bit too deep there. I started slowing down the line instead of before it like I have been, with a little bit worn out tires. Which we're on a pretty long run at this point. We're on like a 12 lap run, 13 lap run, something like that. I don't remember exactly what lap we went green. Actually, it might be a little bit longer than that. It might be like 15-ish laps, because we had the wreck on lap 1. So it depends on what lap we went back green. It might have been like 4 or 5 we went back green. We're probably on like a 15 lap run at this point. These tires are definitely worn out. 6th place and back are super far back. 4 car is falling off like a rock. 5 car is just flying up through the field though. Not really flying, but he's definitely like a 10th or 2 faster than me each lap right now, and he is catching me. I'm not gonna fight him when he gets here. Yep, we're halfway through. Trying to see what he's doing. He went in like really low and like drifted up to this second lane. Oh, I got a little bit loose there, which is actually surprising. I wasn't expecting to get loose there on these older tires. I haven't gotten loose like at all, besides really early on. Try to get in nice and smooth, roll the corner, and get back into the throttle slowly. I think I got into the throttle a little too early, pushed up a little bit. He'll probably catch me coming off a 2, and I'll let him by. Because he's definitely a lot better than me in 1 and 2. I overdrove that as well a little bit. Go inside. No reason for me to fight him. He is flying up. Like, he is a 10th or 2 faster than me, like I said. Like, I'm not going to fight him for that. And we have a big gap back behind us. The 6 car's made his way up to 7th. He started 14th. I was surprised he didn't qualify because I know he was fast. There was a caution. He might have a shot at the front. I don't know how fast he's been, but he's gotten up to 7th, so he's got speed for sure. Once he gets by the 4 car, he has 3.5 seconds back to me. We'll see how fast he catches me. I imagine he would. Actually, maybe not. There'll be like 14 laps left maybe when he gets in the 4th or 6th. I got a top 5 right now. I'm happy with that. I'm surprised I'm car number 3, honestly. I thought I'd be a lower car number. Usually in like the truck series and stuff I am. Trying to figure out something for pace. But I've definitely fallen off. I got a little bit of 1 lap speed for qualifying, apparently. But after that, I don't have like too much pace, really. I wonder if downshifting at this point would actually be worth it. I want to see if the 5 car shifts. If you see like the fire come out of the side of his car, yep, he just shifted. Okay. Maybe shifting is the move this late in the race. In 3 and 4. I know for sure it's faster in 1 and 2 the whole time, even on new tires. I was interested to see if it would work in 3 and 4. I guess on these old tires it's starting to, so I'm going to start doing that. Because the 5 car is definitely doing it. but you could probably push into the corner a little bit harder because you're downshifting. The car is going to slow down a little bit. So let's see how well that works out for us. 6 car is about to get around the 4. There's just under 15 laps to go. I've kept pace with their time, or the 6's time back there, I should say. Like 3.7, 3.8 while he was catching the 6 car, or while he was catching the 4, I should say. He still has to get by him, so it might slow him down a little bit more. Just got to be careful on throttle. Don't want to spin this thing out, because 3 and 4 is a little slick. But we'll see how this works out. I wasn't paying attention to my lap times. Hopefully it makes it a little bit better. Even if it made it like a 10th better, I'd be happy. Or half a 10th better, I'd be happy. They're still side by side for that 6th spot. Can use a little bit less brake since I'm slowing down the car a little bit more, downshifting. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not at all. I have absolutely no clue. What did I run that lap? 35.673. Isn't that the exact same time I ran the lap before? Because I thought that was the lap before as well. I'm going to try to run 3 and 4 without shifting now and see what kind of time I get.
Nice job.
6 car got around.
At least we didn't spin out though.
They might have touched or something. That's my guess.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't gonna roll over, but you did well. So.
They might have touched each other in the corner or something. A little bit of net code, I'm not sure. Have to go back and see some of that. That lap was a 7, so maybe a half a 10th quicker shifting in 3 and 4 at this point, this late in the race. Loving that we're getting a green flag run. Getting a long green flag run, so it makes everybody like spread out. It makes the drivers, whoever is better at this point in the race, they're gonna get up through the field pretty quick. 5 cars got up to the 8. I imagine he will get by him. Just have to see him actually get by him, because he's been quick. He's definitely been faster for sure. Yeah, I'm like half a 10th faster, downshifting in 3 and 4 now, so that's very interesting. I wonder how long into the run you could start doing that to actually like benefit you. Probably like 10 laps in or so maybe, because I started doing it like 20 in. I started doing it way too late. Yeah, maybe like 10, 15 laps into a run that starts to get better, but you really have to like focus when you're doing it. 6 car hasn't caught me at all since he got around the 4, so I feel like I'm doing better on my pace at this time. 5 car is making the pass on the 8 now. He got clear of him. 8 car is going to try to fight back. I don't think he's going to have the speed to do it though. 5 car is super fast in these old tires. Like he either saved his tires or that downshifting he's just really good at in 3 and 4. He was definitely like killing me on entrance to 1 and 2 as well, I feel like. But I'll be fine with the top 5. Like I said in the beginning of the race, I would like to try to get a top 5. I'm pretty high up number. And I actually feel like I had some speed, and I like this track a lot. I haven't ran the truck series in a little while because they've been at road courses with the NASCAR schedule. And I don't even remember where the last time I ran them was. I honestly have no clue where the last place I ran the truck series was. I really wanted to get back in them. And I did the truck race first over the late model race that's at 5 Flags that I'm going to do. You guys will probably see it tomorrow on Saturday, since I do this race on Thursday and you guys see it on Friday. Like I do my Thursday race that gets posted real late on Thursday because I get home, run that, put it up, and I do a second race that I put up Friday, and then Saturday I do like 1 or 2 races depending on how much time I have for the weekend and Monday. But I did this race just because the timing of it. I'd rather do the 6:15 truck race, then the 715 late model race, and then I'll just do the late model race over the weekend. Because the late model was run every 2 hours. Really overdrove that corner. I really had to slow it down to get it to turn, but we only got 6-7 laps left, coming up to 6 laps left. And probably not going to get caught from behind unless there is a caution. If there is a caution, now the thing is, like, do you take 2 tires? Do you take 4? I have no clue how the thing would react on 2 tires. It'd be real interesting to see some tire strategy play out for a green-white checker. I don't know if iRacing does 3 green-white checkers for the truck series, or unlimited, or just 1. I'm not sure at all. They might just do 1, to be honest. I think it might just be 1, if I remember correctly. But honestly, I don't know. But this race has gone on long enough, it's actually getting dark. Like I said in the beginning, like, I love the setting. It's in sunset and goes long enough. You get into the night, which I love. I love seeing the transition. Just because I remember racing just without him. I just remember racing without him for so long. I'm actually pulling on the 6 a little bit. Got to 5 seconds on him, so I feel pretty good about how I'm doing. A lot of fast people up front. Didn't want to fight them too early on the cold tires and burn up my tires, but luckily we got a run to last like the rest of the race, which is awesome. Knock on wood, we still got a few laps left. Haven't had to deal with any lap traffic. Everyone seems to be pretty good on speed. I don't know about the leader, if he has lapped anybody yet. I don't even know where the leader's at. He's so far ahead. Second place is 6 seconds ahead of me. I don't even see the leader anymore. Like, he's going into 1 and 2 already. Like, he's already through 1 and 2. Second place is right there. So there's a big gap on speed throughout the whole race. But I'm happy with how I've done. Very happy. But honestly, if a caution comes out and we have a green-white checkered, I'm half tempted to take 2 tires. 2 right sides. See how they react. Probably end up wrecking. But the tire strategy makes it very interesting. Because there might be someone that stays out thinking that, hey, it's only 2 laps, but the tires are shot at this point. You're 2 seconds slower. Look at our times. Oh, the second and a half there, I ran a lot better of a lap. I guess the lap before might have been when I overdrove 1 and 2 and had a really slow corner. But you are so much slower on old tires. It is crazy. I'm just real interested to see what 2 tires would do. I have no clue. Don't know if it'd be loose. It probably would be, to be honest. Usually 2 tires when the left sides are super worn would be loose. But I would love to see what would happen. It'd be a crazy green-white checker. Just like the cup race. The cup race was ridiculous. Like, it was a pretty good race. I didn't see like half of it because I didn't know they started at 1. I wasn't paying attention. Usually they start at 3. I started watching it at 3 and they had like 30 laps left. But I still probably watched longer of the race than I missed of the race because it's how long the red flags at the end took. Holy shit. And I think I just saw, before I started this race, Josh Berry is going to run for Corey LaJoy because LaJoy has like COVID protocols or whatever. Don't know if he got it or somebody around him got it or whatever. But it's unfortunate for LaJoy. I like LaJoy a lot. And Michigan's a big-ass track that's probably going to keep a lot of people together with the package they got. But hopefully he's back for Daytona because he's pretty good there. But yeah, Josh Berry getting his first Cup start. It's interesting. Good for him. It's not in the best kind of car, but I feel like he could perform pretty well. Probably get a, if he gets a top 20 in that car, which what LaJoy has been able to do a few times this year, that would be pretty impressive. Fireworks are already going off. That's why I like this track too. A lot of tracks at night through fireworks, but they look so good here. But clean as hell race, other than the beginning. I think one guy just spun out off of 2, and that was all the wrecks for the race. So really clean race. How far did I finish over him?
Good win.
I finished like 5.2, 5.15 over him. Wow, the fireworks are beautiful. I've never really like paid too much attention to the fireworks, but they look good.
Clean race, guys.
Yeah, that was a clean as hell race. I want to go back and see what the hell happened in the beginning. How far did the leader win by? He won by 7 seconds over second place, and he won by like 7 seconds over me. Holy shit. First place was gone, man. What were my tires? 72 front right, 88 back right. I didn't really slide the car around too much. The left side's actually pretty fine. 2 tires would have been the call for sure because these were not very worn out. So If that happens in your race, try taking 2 tires, see what the hell happens, because these are actually not very worn out at all. But let's go back to the beginning of this race, see what the hell happened behind me, because I think it was his white car. I think it was a 10. I want to say I saw a white car going around. I think he just got on the gas, downshifting too hard. Because the 5 car is there, it definitely wasn't him. Yeah, he just got on the gas. 5 car avoids it. That's huge for him because he just comes back and gets in the 3rd. Nobody got into him though. Were there any other incidents all race? Does he like get into something or it just gives him more X's? I have no clue. Okay, on the restart, what happens with the 5? He gonna tap the 12? Yeah, 12 car did not go at all. 12 car just didn't go. 5 car could have been closer to 2nd at that point. How far behind did he get from 2nd? He was still 2 seconds, 2.2 seconds behind, but honestly, that might have been like a big slow up for him. What else happened? 5 car, ooh, almost taps the back of the 15, taps the wall a little bit. He actually got a little bit of damage there on the back side and the right. What else happened? 15 car, ooh, 9 car actually. 9 car in the wall before. It's so easy to do that here. 8 car, I think this is when he got into the wall for 2. Yes, just barely scraped it. I remember seeing that. 9 car again into the wall off of 4. Just barely scraped it. Not even really. I think it was just like a little bit of net code into the wall. 12 car off of 4 into the wall. It's so easy to do. So many people do it. Scraping the wall down the front stretch. Does he tap it again going into 1 maybe? I don't know. Nope. 5 car is just so fast, man. Like, he was actually able to make that very bottom side work. He'd slide up into that 2nd lane and get a really good run off. He's sideways there. What else happened? 13 car hits the wall. Yep. Hits that opening. Doesn't really kill himself, luckily, because that opening is real dangerous. It's like the opening at USA. 9 car just overdrives, turn 3, gets into the wall. Does he get into the 6 or the wall here? Nope. Stays clean. 11 car, ooh, gets a little loose. They might have touched, I guess, netcode, but they did not touch at all. Like, that was a good save. Luckily, he didn't overcorrect it, go out into the 18. That would have sucked a lot. That would have brought out a caution for sure. 14 car into the wall. We're only on lap 18. Holy shit. So many people have hit the wall. Like, so many people hit the wall. 4 car into the wall off of 4. That's probably where he lost some time to me. After the 5 was probably by him at that point. 12 car into the wall again off of 4. It's just so easy. Ooh, barely misses the 6. 6 car got around it, luckily. 4 car off of 4 into the wall. Every time somebody's getting off of 4 into the wall. Just don't do that. Don't do it. Okay, 11 car taps the wall there. Barely. He just like barely scraped it. Anything happen here in the 1? Nope, he just lets them go on by. 10 car should get a good run here, though. Nope, he just backed off him. Okay, I was wondering to see if he was going to, like, get into the back of him barely because he had a good run. 7 car into the wall for 4. It's just, like, on repeat. Somebody's in the wall for 4. 12 car done it, like, 10 times at this point. It's so easy to do. Like, I know how easy it is. I've done it multiple times. 10 car into the wall for 4. 2 car into the wall for 4. Nope. No, that was off of 2, actually. That's off of 2, and he barely scraped it down the back stretch. And again, he goes out too wide, scrapes it going into 3, just barely. Damn, he was throwing it into these corners. What lap was this? 28? He was overdriving the hell out of that corner. 18, barely scraped the wall off of 2. Probably just after the shift. 12 car coming off of 4 once again. Nails it. How many X's does this dude have? 12 car. He only had 6X, so most of it, I think all of it was probably the wall off of 4 for him. 11 car coming off of 2, barely scrapes the wall. That's probably a little bit of net code, to be honest. He didn't really get into it. 5 car is already by the 8 at this point. Barely scrapes the wall 4. I don't think I ever saw that. I didn't pay enough attention. Going 2 laps left, 3 laps left, 3 laps left at this point. He scrapes the wall going into 1. He was just so far ahead. The 1 car was gone, man. Like, we were able to somewhat keep up with him in the beginning. 11 car tapped the wall for 4. And that's the end of the race. So, very clean race overall. That was a lot of hitting the wall for 4 mainly. But hey, we finished 5th, car number 3, huge field, 19. Not huge, I should say, but a bigger field than I'm used to racing in because I don't race these that often, but 19 cars is a lot to me, okay? But everybody was actually on the lead lap. Very surprising because he was probably pretty close to getting lapped there at the end, wasn't he? Where was the leader? Leader was, yeah, right behind you. I think he just backed off and let him go because he was close to getting lapped for sure. But everybody finishes on the lead lap that race. The 16 did not race at all. So really clean race overall besides the 10 spun in the beginning. That was probably his only 2X as well. No, he ended up with 4X, probably slapping the wall for 4. So happy with a 3rd place finish there. Able to do pretty well with my Chastain watermelon scheme. Love that. I need to make a truck scheme though because I like running the trucks a lot. So let me know what kind of colors I should use on the truck car. And because I kind of go through like the liveries, however you want to say it, for that they give you in Photoshop, like what iRacing gives you, and I kind of go off of one of their schemes, or I can make my own, but it probably wouldn't look very good if I made my own. I kind of go off of their base ones, and I can change the colors and everything, so let me know what kind of colors I should use on it. Probably like 3 colors on it, 2-3 colors, something like that. I'm thinking, I kind of like the red on the truck a lot, so I might try to keep that. We'll see, but let me know what you guys think. But let's go look at these results. We finished 5th, so should gain some iRating as well, which would be nice. I think the last time I raced on the oval side might have lost a little bit. I honestly can't remember. I don't remember what my last race was. It might have been ARCA or the late model series. I don't know. I don't remember if I lost or gained some last time I ran. So let's go see what we end up getting out of this. All right, strength of field was 25.27. Not a bad strength of field overall. That was actually pretty good. 8 car had the quickest lap on lap 6, just after we went back green probably. Probably when he got by me as well, and then he had a clean lap after that. We gained 25. I'll take that. That's a pretty good game. We're up to 36.40, which probably is my highest on the oval side. Never gotten up to 4K or anything like that. I think I just am slowly climbing on the oval side on my iRating, which has been awesome. Number 1 car over 5K. He was super fast. Number 2 car were 4,500, really fast. I was at 36. What was the lowest car number? 1,700 just about. So that's not too bad at all. Was there 2 splits? Yeah, 2 splits. So not a bad field overall. Pretty strong field. Everybody kept it going besides the 10 wrecking it on spinning it out on the first lap. But nobody really got into each other. DNF'd. Only the 16 just didn't race. Everyone else ended up on the lead lap, which is awesome to see. Usually some guys are way slow and they just get in the way and multiple laps down or something like that. But everybody stayed on the lead lap. Nobody ended up pitting probably. Actually, the 10 probably should have after he spun out. If he spun out and didn't pit, that was probably a bad call because that might have been why he finished so far back, because his back tires probably hated him after that slide. I would have probably pitted if there was that caution on the first one and I spun out. I probably would have pitted, but I tried to just stay as consistent as possible, and it seemed to have worked out for me. So very happy about that. Top 5 at this track. This track's a lot of fun. You guys should go out and try it because it is very challenging as well. Downshifting in 3 and 4 starts to work later on. Try to practice that because it can get tricky pretty quick. But the number 1 car, absolutely gone. Nobody was catching him. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know how your guys' races are going this week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.